morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I am currently in the process of getting ready to go out today. I'm having a girls' day with my BFF Lily. We're gonna go shopping and eat and shop and I'm actually doing her hair today too. But I'm gonna do a pretty simple look today. I kind of wanted to just do something like glowy and really easy and natural, like nothing too extreme, so I thought we could do another chit chat get ready with me or makeup tutorial, whatever you want to call it. You guys are really loving these videos and they're honestly my favorite to film just because it's like, it's just us chatting and being friends, makeup friends. This hasn't really broken me out though, so I think it's good. I've been using it for like a couple weeks now. And I just like to put some form of, you know, good stuff for my skin on my face before I use my makeup and all that. But I do love my coconut oil before bed. But I love my coconut oil in general. I've done videos on coconut oil and stuff. But I do realize if I put it on my face in the morning before I put on my makeup, it just gets a little bit too oily, and I already have oily skin, so I do it before bed so it can just really seep in overnight, and I love it. If you're new to coconut oil, just search coconut oil on my channel, and I have videos on it. So the next thing I'm going to be using, since I want to go for a really like illuminated look, very just like glowy and natural, this is from Gerard Cosmetics. It's the BB Plus Illumination Facial Cream. I feel British today. But this can go on pretty much any time before you use your foundation. I'm actually going to, I'm not sure if I want to prime or do this before. I've kind of switched up my methods and I don't really see like a major difference. So I'm going to go ahead and prime first with my Jouer Anti-Blemish Matte Primer. I have been really loving this primer. I do think because it's anti-blemish that it's helping me with breakouts, because I do have a hard time finding primers that don't break me out. There's only a couple that don't break me out, and this is one of them. And as I always say, I think I first impressioned this in a last video I did, but it just smells like really clean dental equipment. And I know that sounds really weird, but I don't know, I kind of like it. Now that's all dry, I'm going to take some of the BB Plus from Gerard Cosmetics. As you can see, this is just a really pretty, like, golden-y cream. Applying it like under your foundation is going to give you that really like, that really pretty glowy effect. It just adds like an illuminating effect to your skin. You can apply this over foundation too, just to like the areas you want it, but when I put it on underneath, I feel like it just gives me a really nice glow. It's really pretty. Like, it gives you such like a golden goddess. Like, if I was someone with just like naturally really pretty skin, I would just like throw this on and look like a bronzy goddess, but clearly I'm not gonna be able to pull that off. But under your foundation it looks really good. So for my foundation today, I'm gonna be using my favorite at the moment, my IT Cosmetics Sissy Plus Cream in the color medium. It's probably my jam for summer. Like, I have been wearing this every day. The color medium is so friggin' perfect for me. It's like tan but not too tan. And I also love that it has SPF in it and like moisture for the skin, so I've been using that like, literally like every day. I'm obsessed. So I'm going to buff it in with my Eco Tools domed bronzer brush. A lot of you guys lately have been asking me what my favorite brushes are and want a video on it, so I really need to film that and add it to my list because I think that'll be a good video. Because back when I was getting like new to makeup and new to YouTube, that was something I was constantly watching, actually. Like, I was constantly seeing what brushes people were using, what I should invest in, and a lot of the ones that I have actually are from other YouTubers. This brush is amazing. It's a really great dupe for the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation brush. Oh my goodness, I love it. So I just kind of buff it in and kind of pat too, just to get rid of any foundation lines. Or any brush stroke lines, should I say. And always blend onto your neck. We don't want any lines like, what are you wearing, a mask? No, it's my skin. This really does look like a second skin though. It's just like, oh, it's perfect. It's like the, oh, I'm serious, like guys, this is so worth trying. Don't mind me if I'm looking in my viewfinder or my mirror. As always, it's kind of how I guide myself through this whole thing. So as you can see, it literally covers up like all my acne or scarring or anything like that, an uneven texture. What I like about it is it's like a BB cream essentially, but it has more coverage too, which is awesome because I like BB creams, but they never really give me this beautiful coverage. So if you're someone with uneven texture and tone, but like you want the benefits too, I really like that one. Now I'm gonna, since I'm doing really pretty simple today, this is almost like beginner, natural, everyday makeup, I'm just going to use my Maybelline Master Conceal in the color Fair. This is almost gone. I have been using this like crazy. I feel it's very, very, very comparable to the MAC Pro Longwear. It spreads really well. You don't need much at all. Like, look how much that spreads. Like, I took like the tiniest little dollop. Really quick, easy little step to brighten up the under eye area. This has been literally one of my favorite concealers for like the past month. I haven't used a lot else because it's so brightening. Concealers don't always come light enough because usually like this will be the color of my skin tone, so it's like not really brightening, but this one is really, really bright. So as you can see, it really brightens up the under eye. Since I crease a lot under my eyes until I set it with powder, until you go in and put that powder on under the eye to set it, make sure you blend out any last minute creases before you do that. Today I've actually been using the baking or cooking. Is it baking or cooking? I always get confused on that. I don't know if it's cooking or baking, but it's that thing where you take your powder and you let it sit under the eyes and cook or bake until just like 5 minutes or so and let it really soak in. So I'm going to do that today with my favorite setting powder, my Airspun Translucent. I preach this all the time. A lot of you guys go out and get it and like tweet me about it, and I'm like, yes, they're on the bandwagon. This stuff is the bomb. So I'm just going to take quite a bit in my cap here. Enough to dip in a sponge. I'm actually using my Real Technique sponge, and I've been using this dry to set that under eye, so I'm kind of dual using the two beauty sponges. But I'm just going to go back quickly and blend out any lines. We all crease easily, don't feel bad about it. And now I'm just going to dip it in, and I'm going to do the whole cooking or baking method. I think it's baking. And then you just set it right underneath. I've actually been using this method quite a bit, and I do find that it works really well. I pretty much don't crease at all under my eyes for the rest of the day. And if you go ahead on like those more intense days and you highlight your whole face, set all your highlighted spots with that, and it's so good. So while it's setting, I'm going to take a step away from my skin, and I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids with my MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, one of my favorites. What I like about the paint pots from MAC too is they're actually drying into eyeshadows. They're not just primers. I think a lot of people think that they're just primers, but they are in fact eyeshadows, cream eyeshadows that dry into an eyeshadow. I think I just said eyeshadow 47 times. Just putting this all over my eyelid. It's a really nice neutral color. And it also is really good for anyone who has really veiny eyelids or anything like that, and you just want like a clean canvas. This will cover up any discoloration or anything like that. Okay, so I just let a few minutes set on my under eyes, and now I'm going to take this big fluffy Real Technique brush, and I'm just going to pat that out under the eye. And when it comes to setting liquid foundations into place with the powder, try your best to press into the skin rather than wipe it away. Traffic. What I've noticed is literally any form of liquid needs to be pressed in or it will smudge out of place, especially if you have like red undertones or anything you're trying to cover. Try your best to pat in. So I'm taking some of my Studio Fix NC25 and I'm just kind of patting my liquid into place. And this just gives me a little extra coverage just to be extra safe because it will be a long day. And I love this powder with all of my heart. I'm going to take a little bit of that excess powder here. Obviously I have a lot of extra, but I'm just going to take a little bit and set my T-zone because I will get oily there today because it's so hot. It's been so hot the past week in New England. I don't know what's going on, but it's been like 90 degrees every day and humid and terrible. Like, are we in Florida? No. As I said, this is a light... Oh, I have an itch on my nose. Ugh. I'm not picking my nose. It's just so itchy. Is there like a hair? Oh, God. Oh, don't you hate that when you feel like there's a hair on your nose? Okay, so it's a light makeup day. I'm not going to do a heavy contour or anything. I am just going to bronze up my skin with one of my absolute favorite bronzers. I live for this bronzer. It's from Model Company. It's just the shimmer bronzing powder. It's not super shimmery. It's just a nice glowy bronzer. As I said, we're going for a nice glow. And I'm just going to go ahead and carve out a little bit of a cheekbone. Just in the hollows of my cheeks. I'm not really carving. Wrong language there, Alexandra. But I'm just going to kind of warm up where the sun would naturally hit on my skin because we want to add some dimension back into the skin after you have anything full coverage on. And if you're curious about these polka dot brushes that I often am using on this channel, they are from bhcosmetics.com, and it's the Pinka Dot brush set. Got it forever ago. It comes with a great travel kit that I use like all the time. I've had them forever. If you're looking for good affordable brushes, bhcosmetics.com is amazing. I love it, and it was so affordable, and I've had them forever, and the quality is bomb. That is not sponsored. I just love them. So, okay, now I'm going to take the angled blush brush from that line, and I'm going to take one of my new favorite blushes actually from City Color. It's the color Sweet Pea. Really like it. It's just very natural and it's matte. I'm just going to sweep it right above that bronzy color just to give a very natural effect, and putting it more outward makes this look slimmer. It's funny, blush really needs to go in different places depending on your face shape. If you have a more narrow face, you are totally able to put it on the apples, but as someone with a fuller face, I feel pulling it outward really helps to thin the face a little bit. Not that anything is wrong with a fuller face because I rock my fuller face, but I do like to place my makeup accordingly. Looks very just natural, very glowy. And I'm going to use one of my favorite highlighters from Gerard Cosmetics in Maryland. It's a really, really, really pretty highlighting color, and it's great for when you're trying to go like super bronzy. I've been using my Crown brush. It's like a dual-sided brush. This side is so good for highlighting. It's like anything with these duo fiber and it's really, really sparse and thin, that's your best bet for applying a highlighter because it's really, really like it's soft. It's not going to pack on the color. It's going to look airbrushed and natural. So I'm just going to take a little bit on there and pop it on my cheekbone for that. Oh, look at that glow. I love this highlighter. It's so bronzy. I'm going to take a little bit on my temple and on my cheekbone. And it just gives a friggin' gorgeous glow. Oh, I love that. Woo! Oh my gosh, I'm a little bit too obsessed with that. And I'm going to take a little bit of the leftover down my nose. And on my Cupid's bow. The two of these Gerard Cosmetics products together makes the perfect like glowing effect. So, oh my gosh. Glow and glow. I know I sound crazy at this point. I don't know what's going on. I'm actually going to use another Gerard Cosmetics product, my Brow Bar to Go. This is the lighter shade from Blonde to Brunette. It's pretty perfect for my eyebrow color because my eyebrows are not super, super dark. And it comes with the perfect 3 shades. It actually comes with a wax, and then it comes with a kind of a taupey color and kind of this blonde color. I have used this before in a video, I think. But first I'm just going to brush my brows out with a spoolie. As you guys know, my brows are pretty full naturally, so I don't have like an extreme brow routine. I just take a little bit of this wax and I just kind of sweep it over my hairs before I apply my color. I feel like it helps the color stick really, really well. It's just a weird thing I do. So first I take a little bit of that blonde and I kind of just fill in the front a tiny bit. Since it's already pretty full, I feel like just a tiny bit to help create that shape. And I'm going to take that darker taupe color over here And all I do really for my brows personally, everybody's different, I just kind of emphasize that my arch. And I make it just a tad more dramatic. Just like that, just to kind of give it a little bit more structure and just to kind of intensify. I mean, I'm just a personally intense eyebrow person. I like thick brows, I like powerful brows. Call me a power brow girl. This is just my routine. My eye makeup routine is going to be extremely simple today. Since I already applied my paint pot to my eyelids and it's all dry, that is now pretty much a flesh toned or vanilla-y color eyeshadow on my lid. All I'm going to do is take my MAC 217 crease brush and I'm going to take a little bronzer and just pop it into my crease for a little dimension. Nothing too crazy. This is NYC Sunny Bronzer, one of my favorite matte bronzers from the drugstore. And I'm just popping that right into my crease. This crease brush is also from the Pink Dot collection. I'm just taking a clean one and softening that up just to give it a really nice natural depth. I'm actually going to go back to that highlighting color from Gerard Cosmetics on a small eyeshadow brush. And I'm actually going to take a little bit of that under my brow bone to go back and add more of a glowing effect. Just as you can see, so when the light hits, we look really glowy. And it's wicked bronze. It's a very bronzy highlighter, so it goes really well with this look. Actually, I could put a little bit of that in my inner corners as well. Give me all the highlighters. Okay. So now that my eyes are done, super duper easy eye routine. Like, I just like to do really simple on these kind of days. And okay, I misjudged this mascara in my last video. Like, I did a chit chat get ready with me like this before, and I was first impressioning the Too Faced Better Than Sex. Okay, so yesterday I decided to just like sit down and apply like 5 coats of it, and my lashes looked fake. They were so gorgeous. So I don't know what happened last time, but this mascara is officially my jam. Like, sometimes you have to get used to a product, but I love this. Look how long my lashes are. I'm looking in the viewfinder and they're just like so bomb. I'm sorry, but like, I misjudged. They look like so long. And to finish off with a really natural pretty lip color, I'm going to use my Gerard Cosmetics Buttercream Lighted Lip Gloss. I'm kind of obsessed with these I am kind of obsessed with these lighted lip glosses lately. I kind of just throw them in my bag and they're really easy to use because they have that light and then they also have a mirror. So it's really easy application. I really like that. And they're super pigmented, like you don't need a lipstick under them. And here is your final look. If you want to go ahead and set with a setting spray, you are more than welcome. A great one I would recommend is the MAC Fix Plus setting spray. I am going for that really dewy, natural, glowy look, and this helps to set in any powdery residue, and it gives more of like a natural, radiant finish. So I'm just gonna pop that on. Smells so good. I never get sick of that smell. I love the smell of MAC products. Oh, yes I do. I hope you guys enjoyed this dewy, natural, everyday, quick makeup look. I don't even know. It's all sorts of things. But if you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, please. And I love you guys really much. And I'll see you very soon. Bye.